All right, hello.
Hello, friends.
It's been forever since we've had the entire squad.
Like a month.
It's literally been over a month, and I only know
Wow.
that because that was the last time we played this.
Uh-huh.
And I had to look up the, I sat there going, okay, like, I remember that this game has weird, like, naming conventions, like, I can't remember what it was, and then I remembered we left off at a really good place because we just finished a case.
Yes.
So yay! We planned ahead. We didn't know we were planning ahead, but like psychic moment.
Yeah.
It happens. Not very often, but it does happen occasionally. So I am Kels. I'm the chaotic neutral crackhead behind the controller.
I love that description. um, I am Mana, and I play Herlock Sholmes, and that's all I remember. That's literally all I remember.
Yeah, we probably are gonna have to have a quick conversation about who was playing what, unless
Yeah.
you guys remember.
I remember Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah.
Loud. That's it.
I remember him making me so tired.
Yes.
Imagine
Great.
voicing him.
Yeah, I can't imagine. It's exhausting to listen to, and it's got to be exhausting to do. Anyway, I'm Lemur, and I played Susato.
Yeah,
think.
you
I
did.
think
Yeah,
she's
you were
my only
Susato.
carryover. Everyone else was specific to the glass case. And my standard disclaimer that I have 3 dogs that I probably will have to speak to at some point in the stream. So when I refer to my children, I am referring to them. They are 3 German Shepherds, 2, 4, and 6. Convenient that their ages are spread out that way, but it's true. But yeah, that's my standard disclaimer.
Are you telling me that you don't lock a 4-year-old or a 2-year-old in a cage?
No.
Interesting.
I need
Also
to reevaluate this friendship then.
The random disclaimer is I also am in the room next to my mother's parrot, who, speaking of toddlers, can throw a temper tantrum like a toddler. So hopefully Cookie will not make an appearance tonight. We'll see.
She does sound like a small child.
That's what I was saying. I was like, who's the small sassy small child?
I've had to have talked about this on stream before, but we do have to introduce her to new neighbors, so that way they don't call Child Protective Services on us.
Oh, damn.
Because like it's legitimate. I mean, like you guys have both heard it. I'm sure stream has, like, y'all have heard it at some point. But like she sounds like a toddler. So yeah, we in order to not get the police called on us, we introduce her to neighbors and be like, trust me, if you hear screaming, it's the bird.
I'm just trying to imagine what your neighbors are thinking as, like you like bring them, I don't know, like a casserole. What's a like moving in thing?
Casserole, a bird, a casserole.
Just like, hey, you might hear some screaming. It's just my bird. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, we have one neighbor who I used to hear. I can't remember what the bird's name is, but he has a macaw.
Mm-hmm.
And they screech more. They don't talk. Cookie is a Amazon, and they're one of the ones that do talk. So think of, she's not as smart. She's not stupid, but she's also not smart. She's not as smart as like an African gray. Those are like your like smartest birds. They have quite the vocabulary and know how to use it. She does too. Like she has a pretty decent sized vocabulary. She just defaults to screaming for mommy, because it works.
That it does, and she's very persistent. Yeah. As someone who's been over there.
My bird, the perfect alibi. She's a bird brain. That's great. I love that.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else that we want to talk about for pre-show banter?
I was thinking about that actually today while I was sitting at my desk doing my day job. And my question to the group is, would you rather fight?
Oh no, here we go. Oh no, here we go.
I'm over here like, oh no, I can't. Like I'm nervous, but also like I feel like this is going to be one of those that I'm going to immediately have an answer for and have no idea why.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to decide like quantities. So know that. Okay. Would you rather fight 50 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Duck-sized horses.
Agreed.
So you can step on them.
Have you met a duck?
Have you met a duck?
Yeah, if it was a goose, for sure the horse.
Yeah, like
hands down. I would be so terrified of a horse-sized goose.
I think I've told this story on the stream before, but the university that I used to go to was in Oregon. And so I didn't have a car or anything, so I used to walk everywhere. And so where I worked had like this remote little, like it was across the major street, so like it had like little greenhouses and stuff because it's Oregon. But it was fairly uninhabited, which meant that basically you might see a person, but like most of the time it was like 90% geese. And so I would walk through this area, and about once a week I would get chased by at least one goose trying to get to work because they are horrifically territorial.
Yes.
And it's like, there is nothing stupider than getting chased by a goose. And luckily I'm pretty good at running, so like I never got like bit or whatever a goose would do to me, but like I knew that goose was gonna fuck me up if it caught me. I was not gonna take that chance. I did that for 3 years.
Mana,
Yeah.
would you 50 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Would you rather fight?
Here's the thing. Horses have one of the strongest kicks in the animal kingdom.
But at like a duck size?
Yeah. Well, again, have you seen a duck and how big they can actually get?
Yes.
If you had that many, like 50 of them, all kicking you at the same time, and like they get to your legs, oh, you're going down, bitch. It's like sure, they're small, but there's also strength in numbers. So I feel the horse-sized duck, if you prepare yourself with armor or some shit.
I think
yeah.
one of my issues with the horse-sized duck is that you have to get really creative on how you take it down.
Uh-huh.
Because like
A
horses,
flamethrower.
yeah, like I'm sorry if I have
Make
a
those
flamethrower,
ducks.
I'm not worried about either. But like, if you think about it, like horses at least have like blind spots, and they're not, like they're mobile, but also like if you can get behind them, there is kind of this, like the blind spot moment in a video game almost, where it has to like be able to move its body around and coordinate all of those legs to move around that way.
Yeah.
A duck does not, like a duck has way more agility, I think, than a horse, and I don't want to have to figure out how to trap that thing so I can actually fight it. Also, it can fly.
Uh-huh.
Also, oh yeah. Cat said 50 duck-sized horses would probably be easier to fight if I can take advantage of their bone structure. But I want to fight the horse-sized duck so I can roast it, serve it with rice, and have a Chinese feast. I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, at least you can have a meal after. I don't know.
See, like the one issue that I think I see with the idea of the duck-sized horses is like ganging together. It's like, horses can be pretty smart, but like I used to work at a horse camp, and we would maybe get like 2 smart horses in the herd that we would have for the summer. So like, but sometimes you could still have those two smart horses, and the rest of them are just fucking stupid. But if they're trail horses, they will follow the leader. So they would follow the two smart horses to wherever they said to go, and then probably could try to kick your butt.
Yeah.
But I'm still more intimidated by the horse-sized duck because it, like you said, can fly.
Yeah. Plus, like, it's only one thing, so like it doesn't have to have any coordination. Like at least when they're small, like there's gonna be 50 of them, but also like that's 50 that have to kind of follow the leader well.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's more openings than the duck, which can make a split-second decision and go for it.
Yeah, sorry. I just switched over to look at chat really quick. The horses have the advantage of numbers. I don't want them to stampede me like Mufasa.
That's what I said.
How are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna knock me over? Like, I don't think I'm gonna die from a like hip height, if that, stampede. And also, I guess that's a real question. Like, when we're talking height, are we talking the biggest that the animal can get, or are we talking like a medium size?
Well, I mean, I would assume that you'd have your various ranges of duck. I wouldn't assume that they were all the horses were as big as the largest duck ever.
Right.
So they're all varying sizes. What I'm now imagining while thinking about this further is that scene from the second Jurassic Park movie where those little like tiny baby raptors go, and I don't think they actually eat that little girl, but they come pretty damn close. I had a neighbor who tried to convince me that she died and that's how I was gonna die. Great kid. He was the reason why I was afraid of dinosaurs for a very long time, despite the fact that they don't exist anymore.
Details.
And now all I want to do is go see the new dinosaur movie for my birthday. Growth.
This is character development right there.
I would say that's like, what year did the second one come out? That's like at least 20 years of character growth.
Very proud. I'd also like to point out, I live in Florida, so all I have to do in order to defeat 50 duck-sized horses is lead them into a pond with alligators in it. Because I'm pretty sure an alligator can take down a duck.
Mm-hmm.
So...
alligators could take down a lot.
I'm sorry, it can take down a 3-year-old, like happened at Disney World. So, like...
oh, God,
I'll just go take all of those ducks to Disney World, or I guess all those horses, to Disney World, and let the alligators have at it. Like...
I felt that.
If I go with the duck, the horse-sized duck, that alligator, it's gonna have a valiant fight on its hands. And I don't need to be a part of that.
Okay, anyway, so that's what I was thinking about today.
Excellent.
I was doing my job.
We had a very productive chat on that. All right, shall we recap and get started then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what happened last time? Nicolina confessed she pushed Kazuma to his doom out of panic because she misinterpreted his walking to the closet to consult him as him ringing the bell cord to have Hosonaga arrest her. So, once again, Inspector Ho has screwed us over by accident. And then the crew helped her frame us so she wouldn't have to go home. The chicken dinner was laced with sedatives to hide her sneaking aboard. I'm still not over that. Like... how, like... my boyfriend died.
Very sad.
Like, all
in
because
a weird ass accident.
Yeah, all because she didn't want to go home. Like, what the hell?
That's a dumb reason. Like, I hate that.
No one had to die.
Literally, no one had to die. Yet here we are, in 2022, or whatever era this is actually.
Susato still wants to go to Great Britain, so Shom shanghaied us into taking advantage of racist inability to distinguish between Japanese people by having us replace Kazuma as lawyer. So Susato will be tutoring us on law until we arrive. We inherited Kazuma's soul katana Karuma, which has a rough translation of Demon Hunter, which will one day immigrate to Germany and become the ancestor of Manfred and Franziska von Karma. And you know what? That actually makes their family tree somehow make sense. I will not elaborate further. We're still very concerned about the assassin that Hosonaga was supposed to protect Kazuma from, who is seemingly still on the loose since Nicolina didn't mean to push him, and is repentant enough to turn herself into Scotland Yard. Why is there an assassin gunning for Kazuma? Is there an assassin, or was it just like a, you know, like, I mean, this was a political treaty kind of thing, him coming over, so I thought it was more of a, like, just keep him safe in order to, you know, like, not rock the boat. You know, like Dr. Wilson, not Watson, you know, dying on our soil. Or I guess Japan's soil. I could be wrong, though. There could actually be an assassin, in which, why the fuck are we trying to take Kazuma's place? Like...
Yeah, that's a good question.
I get it. We do not have much in the way of brain cells, but that seems risky at best. Susato has taken us down 5 times and squashed us once. So, and I do like the final answer, teaming up with the duck against the horses.
Yeah, let's go. No one said we couldn't do anymore.
I mean, I think that the idea was that one or the other existed, but you know what? Like, I just want to ride that duck into battle. I feel like that is my destiny somehow. Don't ask how. I will not answer any further questions, but that is my destiny in the future.
It is your destiny.
My destiny. All right. Shall we start the adventure of the Runaway Room? Don't know what that means, but usually
whatever that is.
But
I agree.
All right. Episode 3. The adventure of the Runaway Room. That's just a carriage.
I mean, technically, there's a room.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong.
I like story time. Sorry, I had to say that.
In the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Gonna guess someone else is gonna die.
Mr. Herlock Jones.
I mean, that kind of does have to happen.
I believe.
Yeah.
That case
A
was
little
indeed
bit.
The prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
So he's coming back.
Rip.
But we made it. We literally finally made it.
Look at this beautiful animation.
Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives.
There's Thomas the Train.
Dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
I have a very minor pet peeve in that, like,
I suppose you're...
they have, like, these perfect British accents already.
Mm-hmm.
Thought so.
And, like,
Well then, I hope you enjoy
they're
your stay.
Japanese.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened?
My capital, London.
Everything looks so flammable. Thanks, chat. It does. It does look flammable. Right, though.
All right. 18th of February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court. Lord
Ew.
Chief Justice's office. The day before my birthday. Or if you try to galaxy brain it, my birthday because of the time difference, and I still don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, like, okay, if you were born in Japan and then celebrate your birthday here in America, when is the correct time?
Exactly, like I got asked that question, and at this point I don't know.
When is your real birthday?
Listen, time is a social
It
construct,
really is.
But I
and it doesn't mean anything. Not really.
It does. All right.
Sorry, you've hit my stupid nihilistic soapbox. Because I too technically could have 2 birthdays, because if I were born in, like, because I was so late at night that I could have been 2, and just in the U.S. alone. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think technically anyone could, just based on how the world, is. It just like it. I was thinking about that when my family in Japan was wishing me a happy birthday early because it was the right day on, for them, and it was like, so this is my birthday, or is it not my birthday? What is a birthday?
2 days
This
of
is
birthday.
real life,
Exactly.
or This is fantasy.
Ah. Oh shit! It's been forever since I played Leonosuke.
Oh,
What an incredible place!
I love the steampunk vibes. It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress.
There's so excuse me. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the last few short decades, since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has a quite different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief Justice.
We had instructions to report here at this time, if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't. He could, if one of us could channel ghosts. And usually that would just be a funny joke, but we know about the Fae family, so
yeah.
we just gotta
Right.
find Maya's ancestor.
No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yeah.
And having delivered their message, an envoy's duty is done. Fucking another pet peeve. Just there is right there.
So we'd have to return to Japan.
And we want to remain here in Great Britain.
I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. And you know what? Like, I'm already here, so...
Yep. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. My
Which,
screen is a little blurry, so I apologize if my
Oh.
words are worse than usual.
which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. Oh, wow. Be a nice gig. Well, I'm itching my eyeball. So that's the second reason why we're here. You have to officially you have officially recognized as a lawyer. Good lord.
You got this.
It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
Oh, I hope I'm up to scratch. You want to take the, whoever this is, Mana?
Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you.
Oh, hello, sir.
Oh shit,
No.
it is a big ass man.
Oh,
I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies.
no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do.
What does that
Jesus.
mean? What? How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Male Strongheart. Is that it? It's male strong?
Yeah.
Like male? I sure. Meal. but spelled incorrectly. Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire.
Ugh. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot.
You should, peasant.
Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse.
It's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm the Inosuke.
You got this.
I'm the Inosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire.
Yes, thank you.
I can teach you to bottle. Sorry. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London?
Help. I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh.
We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost. I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water, and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearheaded every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh yes, astounded is the world.
Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san. I feel like we need to introduce Susato, but whatever.
Yeah, what up with this?
Yeah, she's just talking. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris World Fair look like a toy shop.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
In the original version, Strongheart's name was Heart Vortex. That sounds badass, actually. Not gonna lie. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Even if you do say so yourself.
Colonizers be like, no.
Yeah.
Ooh, yikes. Anyway, the sun will never set on our great empire. Wow, things that didn't age well.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is fate that these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
Lord Chief Justice? I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asugi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship Hound for our shores.
That's amazing. The news reached him even before we arrived.
My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news.
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me... Oh, no, it's alright. Yes, they tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that is true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madame?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Please stop looking at me.
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay, this is it then. The moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead?
Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But with as a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean.
Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asugi. At least that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is... Oh, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say?
We should have brought Kazuma's body with us and puppeteered around.
There we go.
No!
Oh my god.
That would suck.
If there is someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's actually there's no one. It's Miss Susato, or it's me.
It's me.
It's me.
Me, Mario,
It's a
hello!
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow.
It's a me. I can do it.
Well, hot damn, young child. You just made your nationality Italian all of a sudden. Is that so?
I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but
No qualifications, you say. And yet, you claim to be a lawyer?
I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details,
Oh, shit. Well, he don't know that.
I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. Now that I'm out of Kazuma's luggage. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria.
Huh. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, I mean. Not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training.
I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please.
31 seconds.
Sorry?
Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand in good stead as a lawyer.
Oh. Thanks.
I was testing you. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment.
Eh?
But, let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yes?
You say you intended to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path?
Well, yes. That's my intention.
I see.
Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden?
No. That little gleam in his eye. Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you.
Is this going to be one of those that, like, I'm a lawyer, asterisk?
I'm a lawyer, bitch.
I'm a lawyer in very certain situations.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Really? All right. So, what form will the test take exactly?
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh,
Make
no.
your argument now. No. Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
Eh?
Your timing is perfect. In fact, there's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news.
Today?
Jury duty, jury duty, jury.
Yeah, really.
Blackmail. Pink slip. Okay.
Straight away. Sorry, it's been so long since I talked. It just...
Gasp! If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test.
But what if the client is guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? What could be simpler?
Ugh. How do I get myself into these situations?
By just you being yourself.
Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is this? Is it, Lord Strongheart?
The cool kind. No. Yeah, it's a good question. I remember. It's a murder trial.
Well, I'm 2 for 2 on those, so
A murder?
a murder.
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose.
That's easy to say.
But I should mention just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment.
Capital punishment? He'll be put to death?
Hell yes. Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception.
That's what happens in Japan too, so.
The gallows! Anyway. Presumably, you read that much in your short, sea-based introduction to British laws.
We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable.
Showing some great morality there, my dude. But
Nice!
you can't do that, can you? Can't wait to see this man abuse his power in the future.
No. There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose.
So the defendant may live or die depending on how well I perform in court? If I lose, he'll be hanged.
Mr. Nattyhood, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer.
Ugh.
If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
What's the matter? You've fallen silent.
Thinking about how fucked up you are. And I've literally just met you.
I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial's about to begin shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it going to be?
What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? Will we agree to it?
I mean, yeah, we just freaking traveled all this way for...
We did.
We did.
Let's do
Let's say no and go get McDonald's.
it. All right, then. If I have to give you a decision now, I can't do it. I can't get the words out.
Squeaky boy. 15 seconds. Your decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. Pity. So it's as I suspected, isn't it?
Sorry?
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through.
My dude, I just saw you abuse your power.
Live in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Goodbye. Go and acquire your ticket for the passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over.
Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruhodo,
I'm sorry, Miss Susato, but what could I do?
it's all right. I understand.
You do?
It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, madam?
I love how we keep having, like, I don't remember how old Susato is, but I do remember she's pretty young. Yeah, we're having this 16-year-old, like, stick up for us.
Uh-huh.
I think what? Oh,
I
that's.
think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day. But for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. Are you okay?
What's happening?
Maverick, stop!
What is going on?
I'm getting attacked with kisses.
Oh,
There you go. Good job, buddy.
he's a good boy. Anyway.
Thank you,
He's a
honey.
very good boy, but oh man, does he like the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would get up in the morning and immediately my glasses would be completely smudged with dog slobber.
Yep.
No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. And then I went home.
The no. Can you imagine?
Maverick?
Oops.
Yeah, I was saying, no, that was pointless.
Wait, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh. Was there something else?
It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you'll still be there in time.
But I just said that.
Yes, I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him.
What?
Did I stutter? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome.
So you're willing to put this man to death anyways?
Hell yes. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
But that's awful.
Welcome to a typical Tuesday for me. But that is the truth.
Why does it have to be like this?
Why you gotta be so rude? That's what it feels like. Please don't expect an answer to every question.
Okay.
What is this jeopardy?
Hmm.
The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you.
I'm really his only hope? Oh man, that's
Hope?
sad.
Did you
Oh god,
say
no. No, we are not
hope?
doing this.
Yeah, let's go again.
I missed it, and I don't think I want to know.
No, you're good.
So,
Guys.
what do you say now? And what do you say now, madam?
Me? What do you mean, Mr. Lord Strongheart?
Lord, sir.
Maverick.
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in this second.
You're like really quiet.
And I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Maverick. Oh.
Agito went back in time. Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
So that you can be an hour and like 16 minutes late to that one too?
Yes. So venture into your great city and enjoy yourselves.
I'm about to defend a man for murder. I don't think enjoying myself is what's gonna happen.
Now you're gonna be
Yeah.
worried. It's the evidence.
He's gone.
The Old Bailey.
Thank you, Maverick. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once.
Okay, well, you're not giving me a chance to move, so what should we do? Mr. Sato, can I just ask you something? Why did you get into that stance? I'm scared.
gonna
are
take
we
us
gonna
down.
die?
Yeah.
Careful. From this position, I can perform a Susato takedown in an instant.
I know.
Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts immediately. If I need to throw you, I will.
You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom.
No. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey.
Okay. Oh, I guess I could move. I lied. All right, let's catch ourselves a cab. 18th of February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber.
Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins.
I cannot wait for our likely very British defendant to walk in, see two very clear foreigners, and go, "This is our defense. This is what they gave me."
Uh-huh.
Okay. I never knew.
What did you win?
Yeah. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose.
Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you. That's one of my favorite lines from the Herlock Sholmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly.
I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. The kids are misbehaving.
I had to yell. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started.
What's he freaking out about? I know your dad's not home. Well, not coming home from work.
They're looking out the backyard, so our neighbor's probably just existing.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose there's that.
Boys, do we really... Finn, come on. Up. Come on, honey. Good job. You lay down. Lay down. Hey, chicken wing. We're just gonna aggressively sniff and not lay down? Okay, that's cool. That's pretty chill. Thank you for that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here. There's no sign of him at all. Sorry, I'm trying to see what the heck is up with my son's leg.
So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand.
There he goes. You alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air. Almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever's about to be sentenced. Feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed.
Yes, whoever the man you're defending is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at the moment.
Mana, you want to take this last one?
Awarded to you, Madam Sir.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
shit.
Willy Wonka.
Yikes.
Oh, no. What are you doing following me? What is this accent? I think a fair desperate, aren't they? I don't
Sorry?
know what voice is going on. Oh, would you look at those expressionless faces? From the East, are you?
We're from Japan, yes.
Ah, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So,
Lay down.
how much do you need?
No, we're just here because...
Oh, no need to explain, feller. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name. And all while in a strange, faraway land.
Well,
It is Willy Wonka.
actually...
I
we-
think our client is a leprechaun.
we haven't found a place to stay yet. No.
Yes, how the Grinch stole Christmas. Yes, you're right. It's grand. It's grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. Guinea pigs?
No, they're coins.
Oh, okay. We're getting guinea pigs, everyone. Yay. Yay.
Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout.
They're like, cold hard cash? Hell yeah.
But 1,000 guineas is... Sorry, I'm dealing with dog stuff. Finn, go with your uncle brother. Go. Entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
What?
And 'tis nothing to me at all. I'd like to assure you that I have sufficient funds, whether a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over.
Did that much rain even fall in one day? Well,
In London.
even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money.
We're sure we
My
can't let
accent's
this guy die.
terrible today. Did we just get a coin yeeted at
Yep.
our face?
We
Ugh,
did.
that hit me in the eye!
That's neat. Oh, don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving you no strings attached.
He's a loan shark.
Oh, he is. I'd be wanting you to do something for me.
Oh?
To be honest, it's a little embarrassing. Trials that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be the doc.
Oh.
So now, what you wanna do? Is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now.
Oh, well, the thing is...
Don't worry about a thing. All you got to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see... Oh, the trial's going to start without me having any kind of representation at all.
So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up.
I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial?
Oh. Blustering blazes. Do yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names.
No, sorry. We've
No.
only just arrived in the city, you see.
You don't even go here.
Yeah, don't even go here.
I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Why, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is another beautiful park.
Sorry, a park? What?
It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so did I. So I
An,
did.
an entire park in central London?
A city of smiles. That's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for me in the city, and it is square old people.
That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary.
But now they've got the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with London police, I ask you? Aha, ahaha, ahaha. Oh, I think I'm dying.
All right, don't pass out.
Mr. Naruhodo. A word. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea.
Breathing British noises.
Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see.
More British breathing noises.
So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we'll do our best to...
Well, what was I saying, you daft dear idiot? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you.
No, I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry?
I know what you're thinking. This chancer of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England?
I mean, that's a really good question.
Yeah, because he's Willy Wonka. Because he did! That's the only explanation. Whoa, mind blown. Well,
Well, exactly or not at all?
no, not at all.
Sure, not at all.
I wish hell yeah was an option.
Yeah, not at all. Although it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean.
That would be the fault of the Reaper.
Sorry,
Oh.
did he just say Reaper?
Oh.
Hey, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barack Van Zeeks. He's the prosecutor.
Sorry, I'm not in the headspace to get another boyfriend yet, so...
I just broke up with my last one because he died.
Jesus.
Man, that would suck.
That's
Had
so
the
funny.
gall.
That's
He had
so
the gall to
funny.
die. Can you believe it? What the fuck?
Can you believe?
Jessica, you won't believe what just happened today. My boyfriend died. How fucking dare he? Bitch.
Right before prom.
Right before prom.
Jesus.
I'm done. I'm so done.
The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper? Oh, honey. Sir, you gotta talk straight with her. She's stupid.
She's 16!
She thinks eyelids float.
Whenever Van Zeek stands for the prosecution, they call the accused the sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been a prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
What?
Sounds like someone in the future, but I will not say names because I am not from the future. So it has reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the old Bailey. My voice did 360 degrees everywhere. There's no consistency with this guy.
I don't know what, like, accent they were going for there, but whatever it was, they did not do eye dialect very well.
No.
Goodness. Lord Barack Von Zeeks.
I almost read that as Barack Obama. I need to stop.
Oh, Mr. Obama.
Thanks,
He must
Obama.
be-
Mr. Obama.
He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
Yeah, talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel will get Elmo back in here. Please make
Thanks,
your way into
Elmo.
the courtroom. The trial is about to begin on Sesame Street.
Oh my god.
Yay, thanks, Elmo.
His counsel. That would be me.
That would be us.
Oh, it is time. Well then, fella, don't let me down.
But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what
Well, it's
happened.
Hey, until you showed your face here. I'd made up my mind, so I had
Sorry?
Sesame Street murder trial. I decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
But then I saw your face.
Now I'm a
I'm a
believer.
believer.
How would that have worked? I love how we're asking how you can defend yourself after we literally did it the last time we stood in a courtroom.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But then you made an appearance as a student of law, wouldn't you know? Tis no accident, I can assure of that. Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. Or else I will be a very sad boy. I want to be a glad boy. I'll be sad.
I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I cannot understand a fucking word that comes out of his mouth. Is that I can't just turn my back on him.
A sucker. Mr. Naruhodo.
Man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yeah.
It'd be a sad boy.
I mean, he does have money.
What is he going to do? Throw it at the judge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why the hell not?
Bribery.
Something that Kazuma would have never allowed to happen.
I mean, you don't know that? He's dead.
Counsel for the defense! What are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, Elmo will eat all your cookies.
Oh my god.
You will lose your right to stand.
Oh no, Elmo. Damn.
I'll be right in there.
Yeah.
It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Even though I just broke up with you. Because you died. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this.
People die when they are killed.
Without my ex-boyfriend.
Oh no.
Alright, I was going to say that let's end here because I figured that it was going to be a save. I wonder if I can save right now.
Yeah.
18th
Yeah, if
February,
you
10
can.
a.m., Old Bailey Courtroom. Aha.
Yeah, we could save here.
Alright. So, next stream will be Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, like normal. I think we got everyone for next stream, in theory.
In theory, yes.
In theory. Alright, so we will all be back to stand in British court without our ghostly ex-boyfriend. Along this side, this man who just seems like a shitty Willy Wonka.
He is a shitty Willy Wonka. He's bootleg Willy Wonka. It's literally just bootleg Willy Wonka. Oh, no.
Like, literally, his character design looks like they smashed a Leprechaun, Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka, and Johnny Depp Willy Wonka all together into one.
Yeah.
And when you combine them together, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna keep with this Willy McWonka. Willy McWonka.
He's not even real, so he can't even pay you for continuing to voice him.
True. Yeah, so get ready for more terrible attempts at not knowing what freaking accent he's supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be Cockney, but I don't think I've done Cockney before. So I was like messing up every time.
Like, as someone who lived in England for a decent amount of time, like, the way they have him speaking is not like any British person I've ever seen, talked to.
Oh
met.
no, so it's good that I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I mean, I don't think the localizers knew what they were doing either. I would love to know what this man's dialogue is in Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that they did Kansai dialect because that's kind of the big one that they like to do. For, you know, to just say that they're that it's not like formal
Or
speech.
standard.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. So Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. You guys got any announcements?
But the morning
Nope.
is Irish expression, so that's his stick. So is he Irish? Is he Irish?
Maybe.
If
I
I
mean-
play him like a leprechaun, I swear to God.
I mean, like the Irish and the English, if I remember history, didn't really get along at this point, but you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Have they ever really gotten along?
No, I don't really think so.
the eyes.
But definitely not at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Fun, like quick story. I had a friend from the US come and visit me. And we went over to Dublin,
Mhm.
in Ireland. And like, so we go to a bar because that is like one of the big things in Ireland. There's a ton of like pubs and bars and stuff like that, basically. And so we go in and like, I don't know what the hell she was thinking, but she goes in and immediately, this is the first place we've been in. Like, so no influence of alcohol or anything, goes, I'd like an Irish car bomb, please.
Oh damn.
And I was like,
Ugh.
that was what you decided to get? Also, they had no fucking idea what she was talking about. So that was
course
also
not.
fun. But
I don't think
Of course
anyone
not, because
would.
why would they have a drink named that?
yeah. It's like, oh my god.
You're right.
Why, number one, why
Number one, why? Number two, how?
yeah. So, you know, fun trivia for you. Don't go to Ireland and try to order an Irish car bomb immediately. Um,
Oh, apparently his name in the Japanese version is a pun of a Kansai dialect saying, so you're not entirely wrong.
neat.
Oh.
Now I'm
Ayo.
curious what it is.
Great.
I will have to look it up after this stream.
Yeah.
All right. So wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, all of that jazz. Be nice to each other, make good choices. Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.